let's look at online analytical processing, or OLAP, as it's referred to in the software program. OLAP is a way to create data sets by drag and drop. These data sets can be either 2 or 3-dimensional. You can report on them, export them to Excel, and chart them. OLAP is found on virtually every screen in the program, either under the View menu item, or if there's no View menu item, under the Options menu. Additionally, under the Analysis screens, a green background, there'll also be a Data Queue button in the lower right that will open OLAP. So what I've done, I've gone to the Downtime Analysis screen. I'm going to click the OLAP button, and what's going to happen is the program is going to import the data from the underlying screen into the OLAP screen. Alright, so let's just jump right in and see how this works. I'll select the equipment item, and I want to look at the downtime by equipment. And that's what I get in my data grid, each equipment and the downtime in minutes for that piece of equipment. Now, right now we're looking at the sum. I could change this by right-clicking, picking Field Settings. Maybe I'd rather have the average. Okay, so I have the average. But I'd really like to have more decimal places. Again, right-click, Field Settings, Format. And I think I would like to have any values that are above 20 to have a red background color. Okay. Now we can add to this. We could drag more fields if we want. Drag repair time. I can move repair time, before downtime, however I want. I could also add a column field. Okay, so now what we're looking at is the average time down repair and the sum of repair time grouped by the equipment and compared to the operator shift. This will be totaled by each value field on the right side of the grid, and at the bottom it'll be totaled by the operator shift. Okay, let me remove some of this so we have a little bit easier chart to look at, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm going to go ahead and show you that the program also charts the same data. As we drag and drop it, our chart will change in real time. And these charts can be changed. There's a few different types. We can also report this data, and it'll give us a grid print and the report in a formatted report. And then our raw data set underlying this OLAP screen is also available from the OLAP screen. And again, this raw data is being derived from the underlying screen. All right, let's look at filters. The filters are not displayed in the grid or on the chart, but it gives us a way to filter. So what we could do is we could filter by the date. And if I right click on it, once it's in there, I pick Field Settings. I can check the dates that I want, or better yet, I can pick a filter. Okay, so I'll kind of type that backwards. Alright, so this is basically the year 2010. If I click OK and OK, Well, that greatly reduced my data. So that's how the filter works. Now if we drag this filter back up here, it's gone. We drag it back and it's still retained its filter. If we move a filtered setting from one column to the columns or rows or wherever, it'll retain the filter with it unless we go in and change it and cancel it. Right-clicking on a non-value field, in this case operator shift is non-value because value is our time down, gives us the opportunity to export this to Excel. Let me take this date back out of here so we have a little more data. Alright, so if we do export to Excel, the program exports the data along with all of its formats directly to Excel for more analysis. Right-clicking on a value field shows us the underlying data that created that value. You can also save these OLAP scenarios. If you go File, Save, you can save this as an OLAPX file. Later you can simply open that and generate current data without going through and rebuilding the OLAP scenario. So that essentially is online analytical processing. Very powerful way to build queries, display data any way you want through drag and drop.